This is a very simple project that we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be using some ASub Photo Paper, a wooden blank. It is not sublimation ready, but we are going to be putting sublimation design on it, and a photo mat. So I started in my Creative Fabrica. I have the all access. I'll have a link below for that. They have a great deal going on, but I was looking for some pastel lace colors that would look good with that frame mat that we're going to be using. So I found these, and I also found some watercolor Easter crosses. So now we're going to go into Canva. I have the I have the Canva Pro account. And I start out here in custom size, and we are going to be creating a sublimation image that is going to go on that word blessed, the wooden piece of embellishment. So we're going to create a design here. And now I did upload some of these images, and I really like um, this lacy background, but that one we're going to use on the actual printable. So I am going to bring in this one. This is the size for the blessed uh, piece of wood. So I'm going to stretch this out here. I want to bring it all the way to the edge. And so now we'll get this downloaded, and then I'm going to be adding it to a Word document to get it printed. So let's just download this here. Let's see. We'll raise up our DPI. We'll do a transparent background here because I do have the Pro account, like I said. So I'll get this downloaded. Now we're going to go in and we're going to design our print that we are going to print with regular sublimation, with regular ink, with a regular inkjet printer, not sublimation printing on this design. So I'm going to go to my uploads here, and this is the one that I want to put on this printable. This is going to fit behind our mat, that purpley colored mat that we have. So I want to pull this in. And then I uploaded a couple crosses, and I'm not sure that I like this one on there. It's a little too busy. So I'm going to duplicate this here. I'll get rid of this one, and I'm going to pull this cross in. Yeah, I like this one a lot better. So I'm going to make this bigger. And I'm going to go up and delete this one because I don't need to download that one. So I want to make sure I have this centered real well here. And that looks pretty good. Go down a little bit in this area. And now I will get this one downloaded as well. So let's download, and I'm going to raise my DPI up, transparent background. I'll get this one downloaded as well. So now I will open a Word document and we will get these ready for printing. So now I have a Word document open. So I am going to go to layout here, layout options, and I'm going to leave this one at portrait, and I'm going to leave it at 8.5 by 11. And I am going to change my margins to 0. Now I'm going to bring in the cross picture that we just designed here. I'm going to bring this in. And I am going to do the wrap and through here so that I can move this around on the page. And as you can see, this came in under file format at 6.8 inches high by 4.8 inches wide. And I'm just going to up this just one touch here just to make sure that it's going to fit perfectly on our page. Now, after I print this, this is going to be printed with a color inkjet printer, and we are going to be using the ASub Photo Paper, which is a Luster's 66 pound. And so this one is not going to be reversed. It's just going to be plain printed. So now I'm going to go to another Word document. And for layout here, I will switch it to landscape so that you can see it better here. And I am also going to switch my margins to 0, and I am going to insert that image here that we made for our piece of wood. And you can see that came in at 3.5 by 6, and that's plenty big enough. I'm going to do the wrapping through here because I am going to add some other images to this before printing it because I like to fill up my paper. And I'm going to be using koala sublimation paper for this. So for this one, I'll go to File and Print, and I'm going to be using my Epson EcoTank 2840 because this is the sublimation print, and this is my sublimation printer. So under Printer Properties, I'm going to go in and I'm going to select Premium Presentation Paper Matte, and I'm going to select High Quality. And then under More Options, I'm going to turn Bidirectional or High Speed off, and I'm going to mirror my image. Now, this item would not need to be mirrored per se because there's no writing on it, but I am going to be adding some other designs to it. So I want to make sure I'm ready for that when that comes along. So now this one, I'm going to print with my regular printer. So I am going to switch to my 2400 Epson EcoTank, which is a regular inkjet printer. And I am again going to select Premium Presentation Paper Matte. Actually, I am going to select Ultra Premium Photo, but it's not glossy. So let's do Premium Photo Paper Semi-Glossy. And we want to make sure that we have high quality selected. And then again, we want to turn bidirectional off, but we don't need to mirror this one. This is not for sublimation. So I will get both of these printed. So here is that print on the photo paper. I don't know if you can see that luster, but it is quite beautiful. And then here is the sublimation page that is all filled up with our design. So we will put our pieces together here and see how they look. So again, this is raw wood and it's going to fit perfectly on that sublimation print. And our regular print looks beautiful behind this purple mat. So I'm going to get that trimmed down and then we will get to the heat press and get our design pressed on the wood. I have trimmed my print down and now I have it on the mat. Now, if you are going to be adding a frame, the next step is to add the frame because after that we're going to be applying the wooden embellishment. I am not going to be putting this in a frame, so this will be my final step until we add the sublimation on the wood. Now I have my wood blank clean and I'm setting my press up. I'm going to be pressing this wood blank, which again is not sublimation ready. It is just a plain wood blank embellishment. So we are going to be pressing this at 385 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 seconds. So I will get my sublimation image added and that should have our press heated up by then. So I have my sublimation image here and I lightly taped my wood blank in place. So now I have my protective paper down and I have my sublimation print on top of the wood and we are going to be pressing this for 60 seconds at 385 degrees Fahrenheit. So here it is after pressing, a very subtle change, and that's exactly what I was going for. So I wanted you to see one. I had two of these, and so you can definitely see the change in the color here compared to what it was before, and that is exactly what I was going for. So I attached this lightly with some hot glue. Now, of course, if you put this in a frame, you would want to put the blessed on top of the glass, which would really, really make it pop. Well, I am very happy with this. I think it turned out really well. Let me know what you think. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, see links below, and leave me a comment.